Hello there, 'tis I, the man himself, Frost. Hi. Today, we're back with September's Frost Talk. Whoopee, the joy, how fun. Yeah, actually this is quite a fun topic, I've been waiting to do this one. This is going to be freedom of speech. Everyone's favourite thing to blame when, they fuck up with what they say and all that jazz, and today we're going to talk about it. Now if you're not sure what a Frost Talk is, basically I take a subject, like this one for example, I talk about it, I say whether it's right or wrong, I give my honest opinion on it, and if you disagree with that, well, you disagree with that. Some things you can't disagree with, but because then that just makes you a bad person, but in this case it goes two ways I suppose. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. So, what is freedom of speech, I hear you ask? Well, that's a solid question. Freedom of speech is basically it's one of your basic human rights, where basically you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, whether it go against public opinion, whether it be something against the government, or whether it be, well, whatever really, it's your right to talk about whatever you want. Now, with that being said, although it is a right, so technically yes, the reason I decided to do this video is because I see a lot of people being a moron online and then saying, oh, it's within my freedom of speech, right? So yes, technically, with freedom of speech, you can talk about, well basically, the way I see it is you can be as sexist or racist as you want within your freedom of speech. The thing about it is other people will use their freedom of speech to go against you. So if you're actively, let's say, homophobic or transphobic online, someone who, is a decent human is going to they're going to use their freedom of speech to go against you. And you can't really get mad at that because, they see you as being in the wrong and you see them as being in the wrong and so forward. That's basically how it goes, right? So yes, technically, within freedom of speech, you can be as racist or transphobic or homophobic or sexist as you want. You have to remember that, people will use it against you. They will use their freedom of speech to say, why you're wrong, and so forward. So yes, I see a lot of people saying racism is wrong, and it is, don't get me wrong, it is, it's an awful thing, shouldn't exist. And, the other side of it is they can say what they want. Yes, they can, like I'm saying. You can say whatever you want to them and they can say whatever you want to you. If you get offended at that, then, well, sometimes justified in most cases when it's like bad stuff. If you get offended at someone saying what cheese is better, then you have a serious problem and need to address that. But let's be real, most people don't have that problem because no one gets offended at cheese. And if you do get offended at cheese, please take a long look in the mirror and help yourself. Okay? There's no need to get offended at cheese. I don't know why I'm talking about cheese, but we are. Basically, the point in this video is to tell you, yes, okay, no one can technically stop you from being, the way you are, unless you're open-minded, but let's be real, people who are bigoted normally aren't. They see their views as the right view, and in reality it normally isn't. So, that's not very fun, but it's the normal we live in, I suppose. So yeah, basically, use your freedom of speech whichever way you want to. Just remember, people can use their freedom of speech against you, and you are going to look like an idiot. And don't get mad at, do get mad at some people's freedom of speech if it offends you. But going back to the cheese thing, don't get mad at someone's opinion over, you see the term agree to disagree used quite a lot in these situations, and well, here's my opinion on that, right? Agree to disagree would be like what the best type of genre of music is, or what fast food restaurant is the best kind of restaurant. That would be agree to disagree. That's opinionated, right? Opinions on someone's, worth or life or just no. Don't do that. Don't be a total dickhead, right? Everyone's a bit of a dickhead, right? I'll admit that, okay? We've all got our dickhead moments, whether it be to one person or whatever. I've been a dickhead, people. You probably have too if you're watching this video. But at least I don't, you know, debate someone's life over whether they matter or not. You know, so you know, don't be a dickhead. Don't be a dickhead. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Right? Don't use your freedom of speech in a way that's like, someone's gonna comment out for that now. It's like, you're trying to take away my rights, man. You can't do that. It's like, I'm not trying to take away your rights. I'm just trying to tell you not to be a dickhead about it and don't get mad when someone else uses their freedom of speech against you. Okay. Well, this has been a fun one, I suppose. I'm running out of things to say, really. Just why I'm kind of going over things again. But yeah. Also, not everyone has freedom of speech against the government, because let's be real, if you're Russian or Chinese, you might get bundled into the back of a van. But in places like the UK and America, well, I don't know about them either. Anyway, that's going to be it from this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this Frost talk. If you have a topic, leave it for me in the comments or my Discord. And yeah, with that being said, peace.